Good morning. It's apple day here on the mountain. So I wanted to show you how I'm dehydrating some apples today. Actually, I did some overnight, but I'm going to show you this morning. These make a great snack. We're not going to powder these today. We're just going to leave them as apple slices. So I'm going to kind of quickly go through the process of doing that with you, show you how it works. So first thing that you need to do is get you some citric acid. This comes from Walmart. It's the Mrs. Wages citrus acid. And what this will do is if you add it to some water, which I add about a tablespoon to my water in my bowl, this is going to keep the apples from turning brown, which there's nothing wrong with them turning brown. They're just not as appealing if you eat them. So I've sliced up my apples. I don't have an apple core, peeler, slicer, all of that. So I just cut the apples in half. Then slice them up. You can tell they're fairly thin slices. And soak them for a few minutes in the citric acid. So I'm going to move that out of the way. And any kind of apples will work. These are Macintosh apples. These were gifted to me, 2 bags of them. I think these are about 3-pound bags. So it'll take me doing the dehydrator twice to do the whole 3 pounds of apples. So, and first thing, soak your apples for just a few minutes, just so they won't turn brown. And then we're going to line them up here. I don't leave a lot of space in between my apples when I'm putting them on the trays, because they're going to shrink up. Dehydrating the batch last night took about 7 hours, I think. I set it for 8 and I came in and checked it during the night and they were done. So I said, just line your apples up. I do them as close together as I can. Do not, you don't want to lay them on top of each other like we did with the spinach. Spinach was so thin that it was fine to lay on top of each other. So just keep going. We're going to finish this tray. And then I'm going to show you what we would do, how we would set the dehydrator. And again, I don't make anything off of the products. I'm just showing you what I use. So my dehydrator is a Kasori that I got from Amazon. They run between $100 and $120 for the 5 tray. If you have more space on your cabinet, you might want to get the 7 tray or the 10. I think there's even a 10 tray. That's probably my only regret, is that I didn't get a larger one. But as you can see, I have room on my cabinet for other things. It's not so tall. I can still reach the upper cabinets. And for me, that's a good thing. So I know the size that I got was the correct one for me, but I do kind of wish I had a bigger one. Okay, so this was my tray. It was in the bottom. I'm just going to shake it out. It just catches crumbs from the other things. And I'm going to put tray in. Now, this is completely filled up. I would just continue putting the trays in until I had all 5. We're just going to do 1 for right now. I'll show you how I set it. So again, we have the jerky, fruit, vegetable, yogurt, display, temp and time button, minus, plus, start, stop. So I'm already plugged in because I had taken the other apples out. At one point, I used either the fruit or the veggie, but I decided that I like to do my own settings. So I'm just going to press the time and temp. And even on the apples, I'm going to do them at 150 degrees. May not work for other people. This works for me. Time and temp, I'm going to go on and leave it at 8 hours, but I'll come in and check it a little earlier and see if they're ready. So have your temperature set, your time set, pressure start, stop. That's the loudest it's going to get. You can hear the little bit of the air If you reach to the side, you can feel some air blowing out. It's not really bad. Okay, so now we're going to pretend that this has been completed, that we've had 8 hours, or that I've come in at 7 hours. It takes just a minute for it to turn off. Okay, so I'm going to turn this away for just a minute so I can show you what it's going to look like. Okay, abracadabra, our time has gone off. We would have had the word end up there. And we reach in and look, we have apple slices. So you can get these to whatever crunchiness or whatever you like. I like them when they're just not so hard that they just crumble, but a little bit crunchy. And then you can take them and you can either, if you're going to use them in the next day or two, put them in a plastic bag. These are some more from last night. Or you can also put them in jars, mason jars, close the top. If you're doing long-term storage, then you're going to want to vacuum seal, maybe even add a moisture absorber to them. We eat these pretty quickly. This will be a really good snack over the next couple of days, especially if you have kids, you want to be in the car, somebody needs a snack, you want something healthy, just give them a bag of the apple slices and you are ready to go. So again, dehydrating the apples. Start out with your either citric acid, or some people will just use like lemon juice or Sprite, something like that. Soak the apples for a few minutes, put them on the trays, slide the trays in, set your time and your temperature, walk away, and then come back later to your apple slices. So there you go, an apple slice. Nice little snack for the morning. We're ready to go. So see you next time. Have fun making your dehydrated apples.